birthday if it's your birthday. Happy belated birthday if it's in the past. Happy future birthday if it's in the future. My name is Lime Green, and welcome to my predictions for the next Nintendo Direct. We haven't had a Nintendo Direct in a while. And also, while I'm going to be rambling about my predictions that I have written down here, I'm going to try to be drawing a Link from memory here. So this right here, this is Link. Can you tell this is Link? I think he needs a nose here. That's Link. So first off, we'll start with the third parties and work backwards. Get to the good stuff here. So first off, I think they're gonna do a shadow drop of Elden Ring, because that makes sense, right? They announced Elden Ring a while ago, and then they said, oh man, we're having trouble with it. Trying to figure out how this hair works. But by now, like, they should have figured it out, right? Everyone says From Software, oh man, these are the best in the biz. There you are. They shouldn't by now know, at least this year, what's going on with Elden Ring. Next I have Rayman Legends Retold. On the Wii U, Ubisoft was like all about putting Rayman on the Wii U, and then at the last minute they were like, also look at this Link. At the last minute they were like, maybe the Wii U's gonna not do so good. So I think with both Nintendo being in a better spot and Rayman being in a better spot, I think it would be a nice callback. I feel like that would be something they would do, right? Because since then, you know, Mario has crossed over with the Rabbids and with Rayman himself in the DLC of Mario plus Rabbids 2, right? I don't know, you gotta tell me. I haven't finished the first Mario plus Rabbids. The final boss was kind of tough. I put down Duskbloods will be coming out October 1st. Because why not? We've been waiting. Hold on. I was trying to do like behind, like he has a sword behind his back, but I think that's too complicated for me. We'll have him holding a bomb here. That's another thing we've been kind of waiting FromSoft to be doing here. Like, they promised a lot of things. How is this gonna work here? And I feel like a new game would be easier. I could be totally wrong about this. Don't quote me. But I feel like a new game, just building it from scratch, you know, making it exactly how you want it, would be easier than taking an existing game and you know, just fine-tuning it to how you want. Also, I don't even know how. This is terrible. I don't know how I want to do this. Maybe like how does this work? Like this? What do I have next? Quickly distract them. Resident Evil 2+3 remake. Oh well, I'll quickly talk about the Mario stuff in the Rayman Legends retold stuff that I think would happen. I think it would just be like what they had in, what was that, Legends or Origins? I think it would just be like hats, Mario hat for Rayman, and Luigi hat for glow blocks. You know, nothing too crazy. Maybe I don't know, they changed the jumping sound effect or something, or reference Mario plus Rabbids. Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. That'll just be nice. And Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, not on the cloud. Wowee. Things not looking and playing like poo-poo? Who could have thought that? Certainly not Square Enix. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just do like one of those. And then you just... And then I had for the last couple, Black Myth Wukong. This is a game that came out a little while ago. Still not on Nintendo systems. That would be, you know, Nintendo's still trying to play catch up, so I think that would be something they would do. You always got, oh, I'm erasing. You always got plan for them to have the games that you both want and the games that you know, were culturally significant, you know, a little while ago, and that other people have already played. Okay, that kind of looks better. Kinda. Wowee. And then I put down Metaphor ReFanzio. Also, I think it was in contention for the Game Awards, along with Black Myth. Be a big get. Atlas is also going pretty strong with the support on Switch 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I put, I don't think this will happen. I'm not sure why I've given up on this more so. But I said Expedition 33. How long are Link's pants? I'm thinking like... And then they're like brown pants, right? I'm trying not to look at my Link amiibo. But I kinda think, you know, how I just said, you know, you kinda have to plan for them to do the unexpected. But I don't know about Expedition 33. Now we'll move on to the Nintendo centric games here. I don't know how his shoes look. Something like that. Just formless blobs. I said Next Level's new project. So we haven't seen anything from Next Level in quite a while. So I think it's gonna be, everyone's saying Luigi's Mansion. I think that's kind of predictable. I want to say it's gonna be either a new IP or like an old series they're reviving, like Punch Out. I was gonna say Luigi's Mansion, but that wasn't really. Well, I was thinking like something to add to their catalog, because right now they're just like the Luigi's Mansion. Punch Out, they did that once, and then I guess twice. Did they do Dark Moon? And then they did Mario Strikers Battle League. And the one on Wii, Strikers Charge. But again, you know, I feel like we gotta get them in more projects, you know. They want to be known as the Luigi's Mansion people. Then I said Mercury Steam 2D Metroid. I personally did not play Prime 4. Not yet. But a lot of people felt like they got burned out on the latest Prime game. It's kind of trying to be his like little utility belt here. So I think they'll do something like, hey, check out the newest 2D Metroid. You know, Mercury Steam, they haven't done anything with Nintendo since Dread. And I don't think they've forgotten about the 2D aspect of it. I don't think they've forgotten about, you know, Prime 4. I think Prime 4 really, like the aspects of it, just like the hand holdingness people didn't like. I don't think that really cemented Prime as like a what do you say, like a tragedy in their eyes. But I think they're just gonna go to 2D for a little bit, because 3D game, it's gonna take a little while. So, like I said, I started looking at what else you could put on NSO, and I said, oh, you gotta put like quirky things. And lo and behold, here's Satellaview. And if you know, it's like I gotta fix these shoes. It's kinda like live service in a way. in a way, you, I guess more apt to say it's like a NSO or Netflix. That's the more apt saying. It's like Netflix. You pay for Netflix, and then they will have just gave you games to stream, and then the games kind of like change over time, and then like the games would not have been like too crazy, but they would have been like little special. I don't know what to add. Maybe like serious, little challenges and stuff. Look at that smug face. But a lot of those have been like lost to time because not a lot of people had this Satellaview, and I think F099 had a Satellaview track, and I think that would be like a cool thing, surprising people with Satellaview on NSO. It's kind of like a thing akin to the Virtual Boy. I think people would be like historians would be like, oh man, it's Satellaview, and then people were expecting like Elden Ring 7 on NSO. They would be like, what is this? What were they thinking? And then I put 2 NSO Nintendo Switch Online editions. I put ARMS and Astral Chain. And that's because they're going ham with the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, or Nintendo Switch 2 editions. And I felt like I could see sequels to both of them, but right now I feel like doing like a Nintendo Switch Online would like ensure you have like a good, like safe audience, like right now ARMS, the big thing people always say, oh man, there was no audience for it, that game flopped, so doing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition would be like kind of cementing it both as a franchise and in people's minds. And then Astral Chain, me, I'm a big Astral Chain fan, and I think the same would be said for that. There was like rumor when that game came out that it was gonna be a trilogy, and I don't think that was true, but I think Nintendo Switch Online would really not improve, but like get the word out there about those games. And finally, I think the big rumor is Ocarina of Time remake. What are they gonna do with it? Is it just gonna be like this, the original game? Is it gonna be like the 3DS game? Is it gonna be practically the same, or are they gonna change everything? I think what they're gonna do is go the Final Fantasy VII remake route, and it's gonna be like, you think you're playing the same game, but it changes, like big changes over time, and like the battle system's gonna be changed, and it's gonna be like, whoa, like you can, I don't even know, like throw your Master Sword and it like returns to you like in God of War, and like there's like a theory going around that like this is gonna be like the third Breath of the Wild game, like taking Ocarina of Time's, I guess, game, but just putting it inside the Breath of the Wild engine. I can see that. That would be a switch up in how you play Ocarina of Time. But I don't think they would go for that. Like, especially for a game as, like, historic and beloved as Ocarina is. You know? I think they would really want to go back to the basics and, like, go all out. Like, for a lot of people, Ocarina of Time is, like, the game that gets perfect scores and, you know, whatever. I think they're gonna go all out for Ocarina of Time. You know, and the reason I think so is a lot of the talk around Star Fox is, you know, it's just another Star Fox 64 remake. And if they just remade Ocarina of Time exactly like Star Fox, which I also think is going to have, like, a underlying, like, a lot of changes. I don't think what they've shown is exactly going to be, like, everything. I think the Ocarina of Time remake will have big changes, while Star Fox 2026 will have, like, maybe, like, I want to say 5 new crazy things, while Ocarina of Time will change, like, the entire way you look at Ocarina of Time as a whole, you know? But what do you think? Did you like this picture? Do you think Dusk Bloods will be releasing soon? Do you think Ocarina of Time will be coming at all for Zelda's anniversary? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.